Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the instant match reaction to Swansea City 1, Everton 1 in the Premier League clash at the Liberty today. It wasn't a very good game, if we're being honest. We looked a little bit like flip-floppy at times. Swansea were the better side, but without having a clue really in the final third. Yeah. Couple of changes for Sam Allardyce. Well, Garner coming back into the midfield, and he had Schneider, and obviously Wayne Rooney was being asked to get on the ball a little bit more than normal, and allegedly being told to get in the penalty area, which I didn't really see much of. But yeah, I don't know what to say. It's difficult at this stage of the season because quite clearly the season's petering out. We can't achieve anything of note. Burnley have won again today, so you know I suppose it was an opportunity for us, if it really matters, to get above Leicester with a win and try and finish in the top 8. We couldn't even do that today. They've lost at Burnley. Burnley at the 7th is gone, so it's at the top 8. It's money now, isn't it, for places. Yeah, but I suppose the disappointing thing is the way we performed today. And this is it's okay, Sam Allardyce saying, you know, we expect the team to not let the season fizzle out. But we've seen this from this set of players for quite a number of seasons now, is that when whatever they're chasing is done, whether that be qualification. We saw it last year with Ronald Koeman's men once. 7th was tied up and we knew that we were going to be in Europe. The last few games were just like watching paint dry. The season just fizzled out. You know, and I suppose that's the way it was today. The first half, we just couldn't really get going at all. Certainly in the first 25 minutes, Swansea were a better side. Had a couple of opportunities they really should have scored. Jordan Ayew should have scored. Somehow managed to hit Leighton Baines on the line and go wide. And then Cenk Tosun headed, I think it was Fernandez header off the line, in Swansea's best 2 attempts really in the first half. We saved our best little spell for probably the last 15 minutes of the first half. We scored a goal which was really in keeping with the quality of the game. Seamus Coleman does really well, knocks it in a ball, gets played into Balassi. Lovely volley by Balassi, good save. Garner's in there, gets a shot away. Keeper makes another good save, and then it's Kyle Norton and goes about 4 foot over the line. Don't know why Swansea even bothered protesting. The referee's got a buzzer on him. When the buzzer buzzes, it's a goal. It's quite simple, but they still throw their arms and surround the referee, which is utter nonsense, of course. And yeah, that was really it in the first half. It was a bit rubbish. Got to half time on up, hopefully coming out second half and going at them, but we're still a bit too negative for me. Every player, it's a safe pass, and I don't know whether that's just simply because they're not good enough, whether it's under instruction from the manager, whether confidence it just isn't there, but we're too quick to pass the ball back, and that's kind of what we did. And the second half followed a similar pattern. Swansea pressing for the equaliser, us having half chances, and we had chances in the breakaway, and Garner has missed an absolute sitter for me with a header, because he didn't even have to header. He's 8 yards out, no one near him, could have pulled it down and just side footed it in, and tries a header that goes nowhere near the goal. You know, Swansea put a little bit of pressure on, and then we give them a goal. Seamus Coleman, you know, the ball comes in, Wayne Rooney gets a block, it comes out, Rooney gets a block and it breaks to Coleman. He's only got to put his foot through the ball, and he can't kick a ball 15 yards. It's embarrassing. Kicks it straight to their player. He has a shot, although the commentators try to say he picked out Ayew. It was a shot that went to Ayew, in keeping with the game, the pathetic quality of this Premier League clash. And Ayew hits it into the far corner, and that was it. It was done, mate. The only other good bit of football was played by us, and it was Coleman who was really poor defensively, but decent going the other way. we break on it. The ball plays the ball into Tosun. Tosun fires a wonderful cross in, and Coleman arrives and smashes it against the bar. Really unlucky. Probably would have been the winner. And comes out, and then we have a half chance right at the very end. Young Tosun, I don't know how he doesn't get his head on it. I don't know whether it takes a nick off Fernandez or he closes his eyes, but it goes across the goal. And that was it. It was really boring. We saw Nikola Vlasic, so he is still a footballer at Everton. He came on for the final 6 or 7 minutes. I think he touched the ball once. Funes Mori, we saw him come on, won a few headers, still can't really kick a ball when he's under pressure. But he done all right, he done okay. And Benny Beningame, although the commentator, I don't know what he was calling him, Boomer or so, I don't know what he was calling him. It wasn't Beningame. It's not even that difficult to say. Even they just called him Benny, had to let him off. So there you go, 1-1 draw. Swansea will be frustrated. You know, we had our flip-flops on, we're there for the taking, and they couldn't beat us. But you know, the other results, Southampton losing again, Stoke are dreadful. So that extra point for Swansea might help them in their quest to stay up. For us, it's another point, but basically now we'll look, you know, Newcastle are 4 points behind us with 2 games in hand, and for me, would be unbelievable if Newcastle end up above us. It just sum up the season. But there you go. That's it. That's my instant match reaction. Sorry it isn't a bit more upbeat. It's ended 1-1. Don't forget to give us a little subscribe. Takes a second. Check out Ped's instant match reaction. See you soon on Toffee TV.